Today on our 1995 Jeep Cherokee, we're going to take a look at and also show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This offers the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Its part number is 13084. Now here's what your hitch is going to look like installed. As you can see, this is more of a non-traditional application. We just got a tube bumper here. But on standard Cherokees, your bumper is going to come out about 1 inch to 1.5 inches above the hitch. Rolls over real nice, and most of this is going to remain hidden. It offers a clean look. As comparing this to the other CURT available, that one's going to have a round tube that kind of drops down a little bit. It's much more visible. So I like the way this one looks over the other one. This is a Class 3 hitch, so it's going to offer the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. You'll see they've cleaned that up with a nice flush reinforcement collar. And with the Class 3 size, it makes it an extremely versatile hitch. This is going to work really well for bike racks, cargo carriers, ball mounts, just about any type of accessory that they make for a hitch. They're probably going to come in a Class 3 variety. To secure all those items in place, we've got our 5/8 diameter pinhole here on the side. You'll want to choose a Class 3 accessory, but there is plenty of room there. So whether it's a locking hitch pin, regular pin and clip, or an anti-rattle bolt, they should work without any kind of issue. Our safety chain connection points are a rounded steel stock. There's plenty of room there, so even the larger clevis hooks, smaller hooks, we shouldn't have any problem getting those attached. Now the hitch is going to offer a 500-pound tongue weight rating. That's the maximum downward force that we can put here at the receiver tube opening. If we switch into a weight distribution setup, that's going to go to 600 pounds. As far as the gross trailer weight rating, which would be the total weight of your trailer and anything that you load up on it, in standard ball mount, 5,000 pound capacity. With weight distribution, that's going to go up to 6,000 pounds. You do want to check your owner's manual on the Jeep to see what it's rated for and not go over that. Now a few measurements that you'll find helpful will be from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening. We've got about 20¼ inches. Then from the center of our hitch pinhole to the outermost edge of this bumper, it's about 4 inches. For a stock bumper, it'd be closer to 3. Now for our attachment points, we're going to be using 3 carriage bolts and a regular bolt. Our 3 carriage bolts are going to go in the frame rail. We're going to go through the end here. You can kind of see there's an opening there that we can get our hardware in. We want to place one here, and one here. To do that, our pull wire is going to go in. I'm going to guide it out of the hole in the rear there that we talked about. Now you'll notice our hole is offset to the right-hand side. So as we feed our spacer block in, we also want our opening, or the square hole, to be toward that side. We just place our spacer block on. You want to thread on your bolt. And we're going to draw them through together. Get that lined up, that'll come right down through. Now we want to repeat that same process for the next 2 holes, here and here. Alright, now we're going to repeat this process over on our passenger side frame rail. Same orientation with the bolts. We'll have one more fastener to go in this back edge, but we can install that once our hitch is in place. Now with our bolts in position, we're ready to get our hitch lifted up into place. Now you have 4 holes in the hitch. We want the carriage bolts to come down through the 3 closest to the front of the vehicle. You want to be careful not to push your bolts back up into the frame. And then onto each one, we're going to add on one of our flange nuts. Now for our rear hole location, we need to use our round hole spacer. You can see how that's offset. We're going to have that offset towards the middle of the vehicle. Place it right over the hole there. Then we're going to bring through our 1/2 inch bolt. Now there are also M12 bolts that look very similar, but their threads are finer. So you want to use the more coarse thread hex bolt. That'll come down through. Kind of tough to hold it there, but you see, you just hold it. We get our flange nut threaded on there. Now we want to come over to the passenger side and we'll do the same thing there. Now we're going to go through and snug down our hardware. Now you'll want to check your instructions. You'll find your torque specifications there. We're going to go through and torque down all 8 bolts appropriately. And with everything torqued down properly, that completes our installation of the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. Its part number is 13084. Our 1995 Jeep Cherokee.